Hey everybody, it's Dizzy and I'm coming at you very natural this morning. It's pretty early, but I just started trying out using pillow rollers on my short hair, and I thought I would show you guys the actual wrapping process and then later show you how I brush it out. So these are the Conair ones. They're 24 in here and I got them from Amazon, and I think they were around $11. It is a roller like this, and do you see that piece of foam in the middle? It's basically a sponge roller, and then there are these little wire hooks that go through it. See, there we go. You can really see. And then they're all in this little pillow of fabric. So what I like about these is that they're really easy to sleep in, and they're pretty comfortable. They're a little bit trickier when you have short hair, but what rolling process isn't? So I'm going to kind of show you guys some tricks and some ways that I get them to work on my short hair. As a reference, the top sections of my hair are about 5 inches long. So like this whole area is about 5 inches. The layers on the sides are 5. This part, like the sides, are only 4 inches. And in the back, I've got layers that are only about 1.5 inches. So my hair is really short. Got a nice side part happening, and this is second day hair. It was actually second day hair from those rollers because I wanted to try them out yesterday. So I'm going to spray my hair with just some water. And then I actually use end papers lately because my hair is bleached hair and it gets a little snaggy pretty easily. So if you use end papers, it has less of a chance of doing the snaggletooth thing, giving you funky ends. And this is how you do end papers. You put the paper over, get your hair wet, and my end papers are from Sally's. They look like that. Alright, so I've got that on there. Then I'm just going to take my little pillow and put my hair over, put the end paper over. Here's the ends. See them? And then you just roll it down all the way to the scalp and bend them in place. And it stays pretty good, actually. I'm going to take the next section. And I'm making my sections pretty big because I want kind of a looser curl. I don't even use 24 on my hair. If you had long hair, thick hair, you know the drill. You'd probably need more of these. But for my fine textured short hair, I don't need very many. I also want my curls a bit on the loose side because with my current hair length, I feel like that's a little softer and easier to brush out. So there's the ends, and roll down. Because one thing I don't like is when at this length, if I get my hair too curly, it can look a little dated. And I do want a vintage style, but I want like a soft vintage style. I don't want it to look like I have like a 70s fro or something, which is a real danger if you go too tight with your curls. Or you just have a lot more curl to brush out. And since my hair holds curl really well, I don't need it to be super tight. I do this method on dry hair. You can do these on damp hair, but as always, when you're using curling methods on wet hair, it's going to take longer to dry and may not dry completely overnight. I'm not using these overnight today. I'm just putting them in on damp hair for a few hours, and I'll come back and show you guys how I brush them out. This also gives you I would say that this is a roller set that pretty closely resembles pin curls, or at least looks pretty authentic to the hair because they used to do rag curlers in the 40s and 50s. So it is a very authentic set. It's just that they didn't have it, like they would just use like strips of fabric or whatever to do theirs. So what I'll do now is I'll come back when things are done and show you guys the set, and then come back later and show you the brush out. Okay, so I'm back. So I've rolled everything as far down as I can roll it. This is the 2-inch very short hair. So what I'm doing with that is I'm taking my trusty mini Velcro rollers that I show a lot, these really small guys, and I'm just using those to turn my hair under. Ooh, I'll see, look. This is one of the areas that was rolled really short. So I'm going to try to re-roll it because it popped out, and if it doesn't, then I'll Velcro roll that too. I would say ideally for these rollers to be easy to work with, you need to have about 4 inches of hair. That would be the ideal length, 4 inches and longer, in order to get a good result and not be like fighting with the roller and, you know, really trying to keep it on. Because I'll say this, the parts of my hair that are long enough to roll in this method, it's the easiest method that I use. It's self-contained, you know, it's got the little wire things and you just roll it down and go boop, boop, and then it's over. So I do recommend this if you have enough hair to actually do it. I try these methods out even when my hair is sort of too short to do them, to kind of show you guys what's possible. But at this point, for me, with the length that I have right now, I need to re-roll this side. Pen curls and Velcro rollers are kind of the easiest to use because my hair is so short right now. But, you know, I do try these other methods and, you know, tell you guys about them. But I think that for this particular method, unless your hair is about 4 inches long, it starts getting a little tricky. Hey everybody, so it has been a few hours. I'm hoping that this is dry enough to brush out. So I'm starting at the bottom and taking out the little Velcro rollers, which are perfectly dry. Let's see how the rest is. Okay, so as you can see, these give quite a bit of a volumized look to the curl, which is fine with me. I'm gonna start kind of breaking them up with my hands, but they're really pretty easy to brush out. I'm gonna just take a Denman styling brush, and I'm just gonna go through it all once with that. I like these though, it's a very soft curl. It's not anything too intense that you can't brush it out and have it look more smooth if you want, which I'm into, especially at this length of hair. When my hair is short, I like it to have a little bit more of a smooth look. It's a little bit longer, I don't mind if it's a bit more like super curly. But yeah, this is pretty close to being something that I could, you know, live with here. As you can see, when you curl the sides, they shorten up quite a lot. So that's just something to think about when you're rolling your hair. I'm gonna look at the back and see how that's going. And then I'm gonna do something a little fancy to the front. yeah, I'd say the back is sitting just fine. So this is such a soft curl. I don't even feel like I need to do a lot of like hairspray or pomade or anything to it. I am going to take just a little bit of like kind of a molding mud type pomade product, something with very light hold, and get that on my fingers. And just sort of use that to create a little bit more of a tussled look. Because I like it smooth, but I also don't want it to be like so smooth that it looks too perfect. And then with pomade on my hands, I'm just going to run that through the top of the hair. I'm going to take a small brush with boar bristles and create a little bit more curl through the top of the hair by brushing it around my finger. Something you guys have seen me do a million times. Some nice messiness. I'm going for something kind of 50s, like I want like Ava Gardner or Liz Taylor short hair. So yeah. And then just because I just got this in the mail from Amazon. This is Big Sexy Hair What a Tease Back Home in a Bottle, and I've never used it before. Oh, it says to do not shake, and I just shook. Ah, yay, okay. So I'm just gonna try to use a little bit of this and see if it gives me a little bit more height in the top, like I've teased my hair. It's supposed to replace teasing. Oh my gosh, yeah, that kind of works. That definitely gives you more volume. So that'll be good if you were doing like rolls or something. I think it'd be really good for that. So I'm just gonna futz with the center of my hair a little bit at the top. But there we go. That is a pillow roller set on very short hair. So here is the front. And the side. The back. Which I keep the back pretty free and easy. And then this is the other side. And that is my hair. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful, and I'll see you next time.